Here we go, back at it again. Ready to get this week off to a great start. It's Horse Race Bets with me, Ken Rudulph. All right, this last weekend, our prices didn't come through. We only hit on the short price favorites of the check marks that we got correct. We don't count that. That doesn't make us any money. So let's try to get off to a better start this week and try to beat the favorites if we can. Great action coming up, even though the Travers is horrible. Everything else is awesome. So even though it's Travers Day, we're going to check in on some of the races coming up on the undercard. We'll start with the Grade 1 Personal Ensign coming up Saturday at Saratoga, mile and an eighth. It is on the main track, and this has 7 runners. Of course, you say, hey, Ken, what's the difference between 5 and 7 runners? Travers has 5. Yeah, it's 5 runners, but you know that race is impossible to handicap. Don't play games with me. So let's take a look at Personal Ensign. Randomized. Speed to the inside. You got dazzling move, some pace. Darth Vader is a stalker. Bernie takes charge. Got a little forwardly placed energy. Leslie Rose is probably more of a stalker, and we know what the champ, Torpedo Anna, does. She's got speed, and she can do whatever she wants. I feel like she's going to have some company, and I think that's going to be the problem. And I don't think they're going to cook, but I do believe they're going to do enough to set it up for Raging Sea to make a move from off the pace for the Chad. You know, the thing about this mare is that she does need a setup, but if she gets the proper setup, she's very consistent with her kick, she will be making a move. And I think we'll get better than 5-1 because of the presence of the other runners in here. I think Darth Vader gets more play. Obviously, Torpedo Anna gets some play. You know, we might be, I think Randomized might get play as well. So we might be 3rd or 4th choice. And in a race like this, that signifies significant value. So I will take that all day and twice on Sunday. In the Personal Ensign, we go with the 3, Raging Sea. From there, we go to a 7-furlong sprint. That's intriguing. That's very intriguing. The Grade 1 H. Allen JERKINS, Saturday at Saratoga, 7 furlongs, 8 runners in here. You know, Patch Adams was very impressive last time out, but it was over a bit of an off track. You know, Midland money, you know that horse has got to go to the lead. In fact, if he doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised if Bob Baffert never puts Joel Rosario on a horse again. Joel is not doing well. He's doing this on a regular basis where he goes up and then he goes down. He's on a down right now. So let's see if he can get it going and pop out of the gate. If he does that, he'll probably be there with the same runners from the most recent race. Smokin' Wicked, Captain Cook, Verifier, all come out of the same race. Smokin' Wicked was the quickest that day, but Captain Cook also really asserted himself on the front end. So Smokin' Wicked, Captain Cook, Barnes maybe, Midland money. That's enough to push it. Madaket Road is a presser, right? I got that right. Madaket Road is a presser, and so we'll be in a good spot. So in that situation, we'll go with Chancer McPatrick. He'll be able to sit, I believe. I'm going to give him one more chance. I'm going to give him another chance. I think he should be in the right spot to make that move from off of the pace. He's a horse that, he's not consistent enough. But if he gets the proper setup, I really believe that going back to 7 furlongs for Chancer McPatrick will work out a lot better. The Woody Stevens on the muddy track that day, he just wasn't feeling it. I think he's going to be better prepared and will get better value because of that really poor performance last time out for Chancer McPatrick. So hopefully we get the money. We'll get the setup, I believe. And hopefully he's not too far back from the pack, and that's all that we need. So that's what's happening with 2 races, Grade 1s coming up on Saturday. Let's get this money now. I think a really competitive race on Wednesday. The play of the day comes from Saratoga, race number 8. It's just a claiming event, right, on the turf course, but it's got 12 runners. You've got the Alsos as well. We don't count them. Good size field. I think we'll get the proper setup. Now, there were 2 horses in here that I was like, which one do I go with? The first one was a horse named Barnstorming, who's a closer, who's 15-1 morning line. Kendrick Carmouche is going to be riding. But then I went back and looked again and again. I'm like, okay, your speed figures are not quite as impressive as another horse. And that's the one I ended up choosing. Balloony to the outside has excellent speed figures and will get the perfect setup. And whether it's a mile or a mile and a 16th, Manny Franco should have everything that he needs. Now, there is enough speed in the race. Trust me. And if he gets the proper trip, Balloony, who's 9-2 in the morning time, probably going to get bet down. I think 7-2 will be our post-time price. And I think we'll end up holding that value at 7-2 on this runner. So we're going to go Wednesday play of the day, race number 8 from Saratoga. And it is the 12, Balloony. I say we'll get 7-2. If we get that 9-2, that's going to be awesome. So we'll take that and get off to a great start this week and into the weekend. All right? That's going to do it for this episode of Horse Race Bets with me, Ken Rudulph. We'll see you again soon. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, good luck and enjoy whatever you're into.